Have you ever wanted to convert a can light to accept a flush mount fixture or a pendant fixture? Well, now you can. Garvin Industries part number CLC 800 is an 8-inch diameter kit that covers a can light and creates a beautiful mounting provision for a pendant. This kit includes the following items: a white cover plate to cover the can light opening, a mounting bracket with threaded holes, 4 Tek screws, sheet metal screws, 3 wire nuts, 3 832 screws, 2 extra long 832 screws, and a socket wire lead set for the existing can light socket. Step number 1, ensure that the power to all energized circuits is off. Step 2, remove the trim from the can light as well as the bulb and set them to the side. Now step number 3, what I like to do is take the wire nuts to cover the exposed ends of these wire leads just in case someone turns the power back on while I'm working. Just simply take the medium base socket and screw it in to the medium base of the fixture. And when the lights come back on, this will be energized. Push the wires down in the can for later use. Step number 4, you want to install the U-shaped bracket so it creates a span across the outer edge of the can light. This bracket's going to be used to mount the new hardware so you can hang a pendant or a surface mount fixture to the opening. At this point, it's advisable to place the bracket across the top edge of the can light and mark a hole where you want the screw to go through. I strongly recommend drilling a pilot hole in the side of the fixture. You now can take the bracket and align it with those holes, ensuring that the bracket is below the top edge of the can light. Take my sheet metal screw, align it with the hole, align the other hole in the bracket. You now have a sturdy bracket installed that's going to form the base of hanging your pendant fixture. At this point, it's important to determine if the new fixture requires 2 3/4 inch center-to-center holes or 3.5 inch center-to-center holes. The fixture that I would be installing is going to have 2 3/4 center-to-center holes, so I'm going to install You now have the threaded post you require for the canopy on the pendant fixture, 2 3/4 center to center. Step number 5 would be to install the cover plate, which provides a nice clean transition between the existing white ceiling. Using the short 832 screws provided, you now can attach the cover plate. This should bite tightly against the ceiling surface and again provide a clean transition that blanks up most of the can light but provides a new opening. At this point, you want to pull out your wire leads and prepare the wires for installation of the new canopy. If you're mounting some type of pendant stem fixture, typically the installation holes on those canopies are 2 3/4 inches center to center. This is going to align with the inner holes on the mounting bar. So it's important to ensure that your threaded mounting posts are installed on the inner holes, which are 2 3/4 inches center to center, which again is going to match up with most pendant lights on the market today. The next step is to take your wire nuts and the wires that are plugged in to the can light, and attach the neutral to the neutral, and then the hot to the hot. And then most fixtures come with a ground wire that is typically attached to one of the screw heads. And that needs to be properly attached per your electrical code requirements. At this point, you then can take the flush mount fixture or the pendant. Obviously, I have a flush mount fixture. I have my posts 3.5 center to center, and I align the holes in the fixture with the mounting posts on the crossbar, like so, ensuring that the wires stay down in the can opening. In other words, the can light's serving as an electrical box at this point. Line up the other one and set it in place. As you can see, you get a nice tight flush fit. You then can take the decorative nuts that come with most flush mount fixtures, put them on the screw heads, make sure they're screwed all the way in, and then as you tighten these down, it's going to mount the whole fixture assembly to the crossbar. You have a nice clean transition that covers the can light opening and matches up with the sealing surface that's beyond the diameter of the can light. Raise this up so you can see what it's going to look like when it's installed up in the ceiling. Nice and tight. So you have a nice clean installation of your pendant canopy to the cover plate that completely covers the can light opening, and the sealing surface blends nicely with the tapered edge. Raise this up so you can see what it's going to look like when it's installed. For these and other great products, be sure to visit us online at garvinindustries.com.